Are you ready to talk about a little thing called reviews?
Oh, fucking you know it, baby.
It's camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
All right. We are going to tag team a movie, but I will let you do the intros for this one, Dennis, because this was brought to the table by you this week.
All right, cool. Yes, we're going to start off with a little documentary that was recently released to Netflix called Secret Mall Apartment.
Artists set up an apartment inside Providence Place Mall, going undetected for years.
We all hated the mall when it went up.
The developer comes in and says, I'm going to knock down your home.
I just had this idea. We should live in the mall.
Is it a prank? Is it a work of art? Is it a social experiment?
Such a magic thing to take a space from the mall.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Secret Mall Apartment, Dennis. Want to set it up?
So there is in Providence, Rhode Island, there was a group, an art collective that lived in a neighborhood that's not it's not the best. You know, it was a little rough
That's
and
the
tumble.
whole city of Providence, Dennis. But yeah.
It's this particular place apparently used to be an old mill or auto parts factory or something that they kind of took over the space and they were using it for a lot of their art and not necessarily homeless, but they were kind of taking advantage of the space, kind of not being like I mean, these companies just up and left. They left a lot of their shit behind. Then land developers came in, wanted to level everything, telling them, "Oh, you need to fuck off." And after that, trying to gentrify the area, building up this huge mall. They saw it as the symbol of like, it's like a middle finger to them. It's like, it's like we're living in this neighborhood that we couldn't possibly even afford to shop in there, much less now you're going to make it so we couldn't even live around here. It's truly servicing apparently the next neighborhood over, right? That isn't facing this giant fucking monstrosity.
Oh, yeah.
And they saw this opportunity as it was being built. They kept a close eye. Like a couple of them were keeping a close eye. The main guy, Michael, I believe, is our kind of the center of this cluster here.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're going to take a little piece back. Now, mind you, it's truly impressive. They never stole anything. All they were doing was trespassing. In fact, they went out of their way to purchase furniture and truly kit out this space they found, this kind of awkward to get to corner of this mall that served no real purpose anymore. And
it never
they
served
made
a
it their
purpose, which
own.
is the wild thing.
Yeah, like it was a gap during the construction that all it ever did was have like tools and building materials were kept there, and then just kind of got forgotten about as they were finished building out this mall. And it's
it's crazy because like they started as it was an art installation, just put a few things, and then they slowly started moving in and living and filling the space and making it homey. They put a fucking door with a lock on it, and they had the foresight.
I love that
because they're artists to document all of it and how they did. And it's like, what the fuck, visionary, man.
They purchased all these materials. It's like the trailer suggested. It's very much this like fuck you for gentrifying your neighborhood. So we're going to take a piece back and it's going to be us putting up here. Now, mind you, none of these people are homeless. They all actually have their own homes and apartments and shit. This is kind of just like their bonus space where they would then meet up to talk about their other art projects that were being led,
which a ton of
beautiful like a lot like tape art. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Dude,
and
that's a whole
the
thing.
pieces
Apparently
were really cool. These are very interesting people, and it was really cool to get a peek inside. You know, these very much this very specific sect of culture in America and around the world, truly, that they are looking at a world through a very different lens and holding that mirror back up to society of like what we're doing to ourselves. And I really appreciated how they were doing what they were doing. I mean, it went on for 4 years. This place was undiscovered.
It plays as like a gripping, like fucking action, not mystery, but thriller, because you're like, how are they going to get caught? When are they going to get caught? Are they going to get caught? What's going to happen? and you're just waiting for something to happen. But
Right.
they kind of just pull the taffy and they give you looks into their life, show you them going off doing other art exhibitions, doing like community service, and just being good
Mhm.
people. And
Exactly.
then they're in this documentary recreating the space in like another warehouse, and they're
A
kind
soundstage,
of
yeah.
walking you through the space. It's kind of like a meta documentary in the documentary.
Yeah. And I love these. There's that scene with Michael's talking about oh no, any of these three things could happen. And we actually see all three of them play out.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, no, but what actually happened was this. and
Yeah.
and I love it. It was a very fun presentation, a fun way of showing that to the audience without it being preachy, without it being too like poetic, we'll say. And I thought it was just a very well executed, artfully done, some might say. And it was so intriguing. When I first heard about the movie, it was just like, oh my God, that's an incredible subject. How the fuck are you going to get all this footage? Turns out they had captured most of it themselves. And I think that's truly what sent this over the edge for me. And this is what made me really enjoy this, is it felt so authentic and real. And it went by kind of fast. As I was starting to get into it, just like, damn, oh shit, we're already off to the next thing.
You want more? I feel like once it gets interesting, like they stop filming stuff. It's like all that stuff before they get caught. It's like, I want to know what's going on. I want more footage. Show me more.
Oh God, yeah. I can't believe they were able to film so much of them bringing the building materials for the wall. And I'm like, that is impressive in its own.
And then how they kind of get all of it up in this tight fucking cramped space, up an area, eluding the security guards.
Yeah.
Finding the glitches in the security alarms.
getting caught and just getting able to like talking their way out of it, like doing these little white lies, and sometimes just blatantly lying to them, but in such a convincing way that they're just like, oh yeah, go ahead. It's so funny. And then it's like there had to be so many other times that happened that weren't captured on film, that, over the span of 4 years. It had to be. And then like the little hiccups of like it getting early on, it getting found, but then they didn't really follow through. And guess those security guards either got new jobs or they just stopped giving a fuck. And like
someone stealing a PS3 or this or that, and
right. That was
or accidentally slipping and letting someone in like a fucking a candle store know about it, or like just the random things that would slip.
But then as soon when he said the right things, though, the guy they were talking to when they're doing the shadow box, who's helping them do the shadow box, it's like he's so much of their mind, like this is just a job to him. It's like, I'm actually an art major. It's like his life is dedicated to art. So he just thought it was the coolest thing. And I'm like, oh, he gets it. He so understood what they were doing. I think that's why they felt safe to mention it to him. I'm sure when they told the rest of the group, they told someone about it. They probably didn't like it, but it's just fascinating.
I agree. My only thing is the way they talk about the guy in charge of it and everything. It kind of comes off a little culty. I know they're not a cult, but it felt kind of cult-like, and I know they were doing good for humanity, but it just something was a little unsettling with me, the way they talked about the collective.
I think that's kind of just tends to happen. I feel like the handful of times I've come across people who are of a similar mindset and who associate with like other like-minded people in that sort of realm. It kind of just seems to be what happens, because not everyone gets what you're trying to do, and there's definitely an acceptance, because I mean he was an instructor, he was a professor, and a lot of them were his students. Mm-hmm. So at first I thought that's kind of a weird dynamic. You're doing all this outside school, but then it's like, no, it's because you have such a deep understanding of what it is you're trying to accomplish and a respect for each other's artwork as well. I'm like, okay, I guess it's really not that strange. It is. They just formed their own little community. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. It's that tone, the almost reverence toward him, even though one of them was his ex-wife.
Yeah, you're right.
That
was kind of fascinating.
But there's a respect too. Yeah.
It was still beautiful, and like I said, a respect they had for one another, and nobody was like angry or malice. At least they didn't let on to be on camera.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's interesting. This was produced by Jesse Eisenberg, kind of coming in. And it's like, that's an interesting choice.
And it got a lot of attention at Sundance when it came out in 2024, I want to say. But it's crazy. It's taken this long to kind of like really get kicked around to the distributors. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised. This seems like something that would just kind of take off right away. But I'm glad it finally, is making the rounds on Netflix. So
like
more
it was
more people
playing
can
in
see
a
it.
very limited like theatrical run, and like I was so mad because like Providence Place Mall is like not far from me, and like I go there sometimes for IMAX showings and stuff. And this movie was playing there, and they were doing Q&As, but fucking sold out every showing. Like one night I wanted to go see it and then see Princess Mononoke at their IMAX, but instead what I did, I had to go to a theater like 10 minutes away, watch the movie about that mall movie theater that this pretty much took place in, and then go to that theater for something else. I'm like, man, it's just so
kind of a
interesting.
tease.
Now, yeah. And as I'm pulling in the parking lot, I'm like, just picturing these people coming from Home Depot runs, and I'm like, how inept can this place be? Oh man, it's fascinating.
It makes you wonder if how many other times it's probably happened. It just wasn't documented by the people doing it. Like, there's got to be other places.
Where's it happening? Who's
Topanga Mall's probably got some crazy corner or
shops?
something weird. Yeah.
So I know I kept cutting you off. I'm just excited to talk about this because
Sure, it's it was so interesting. It's such an interesting story, and I'm glad this was something we both got to watch for this week.
Yeah. So what do you slicing this one at?
You know what? I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm gonna give it 3 slices of toast.
I think I'm not gonna talk over that because I thought we did. I remember everything else we're doing, but not that. So I'm not going to talk over you on that slice skill next time. But I'm going to piggyback and give 3 slices as well. I didn't do it again. I want it to. Sweet. All right. So
that's badass. Yeah.
Up next, I was gonna review the latest Chris Pratt movie. But once I heard about this one, I got a little intrigued and I had to go see it. I'm talking about Iron Lung.
I see that question in your eyes. For what purpose do we remain alone in the dark?
Beginning the descent. Cruising depth in roughly 2 minutes. Stand by.
I ask myself that very same question.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities on the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Why would there be flames? You did test this thing, right?
This is the test. Closing porthole shielding.
Where's the reason for this quiet rapture? Too few to rebuild, too many to feed.
You're the first one down. All we have are surface scans, that's why you're there. Well, one of the reasons.
This was the shortest trailer I could get, I apologize.
This is important. Food, air. We need this, not just the CO, all of us. We need this.
There aren't enough of us left to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks. Eden doesn't understand that. You don't understand that.
I just want to live. Is that so wrong? Why doesn't anybody else want that?
All right. Do you know anything about this one yet, Dennis?
All I know is that this was it's Markiplier's movie that he self-fund, or he's behind the story and everything, like
yeah.
I understand.
So this is based off an indie game that this YouTuber Markiplier, who has like 38 million followers, he fell in love with this game and saw some potential in it. And he reached out to the creator, a very small creator, and kind of got the rights, worked with them, came up with all the money himself. I think it was like 3 million, I think he put in. And he did like everything in this movie. He wrote it, he produced it, he stars in it, he edited it, he did everything for it. And he kind of four-walled the market here. He essentially had his followers reach out to theaters to put a call to action for them to play this little indie movie. And it's funny, like I didn't know anything about the game or anything. Like I every week when there's new movies coming out, I see what's coming out. What do I want to see out of the 4 movies? And I saw this and I'm like, I'm slightly intrigued by this trailer, but not for me. And then I heard him on a podcast and I saw that the movie came in 2nd place at the box office and heard the story. And I'm like, all right, I got to see what it's about. And dude, this movie's crazy. So the story's a little convoluted and weird, but essentially it takes place in the future. There was this kind of rapture type thing. Not a lot of people are still alive. There's no sunlight. The earth is shrouded in darkness. And there's this like convict who is pulled out of prison and offered to be released if he went on this like exploration mission to the bottom of the ocean, but not just the ocean, this ocean filled with blood and just like mystery. And of course, like, yeah, fuck it, I want to get out of prison. And so he's put in this this little submarine that goes underground and slowly starts losing his mind. And all he has to do is just take pictures of things and roll around and take pictures. And, like, he doesn't really know why he's there. And he's hesitant because these people are just talking to him on an intercom the whole time. Like, inmate, what do you see? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, fuck, man, treat this guy with a little respect. He's doing this mission for you. And, like, then he takes a picture and realizes, oh, shit, I think that's a skeleton. Fuck. And then, oh shit, there's something here. And he realizes there's something down there with him. And he's freaking the fuck out. And he's like, let me up. I gotta come back. You can send me back to prison. Fucking. And like, they're like, and then someone's like seeing the pictures like, oh, there's a skeleton. Let's pull him up. And like, they're pulling him up. And like, he's like, all right, I'm getting out of here. And they're like, oh, actually, you say there's something down there. We're going to put this like thing on the front of your fucking rover, and now you got to go down there and hunt whatever is down there that left that skeleton. And this guy is petrified. And like, then we find out it's kind of like a suicide mission, and there's some corrupt things happening, and he is just psychologically losing his shit. And this whole movie is essentially taking place in this like vessel, and there's this ominous score that is just so fucking beautiful. Somehow they make perfect use out of this like submarine. It's tiny and cramped, but there's so many interesting angles. And sometimes we can see outside, there's just blood. This movie is chock full of blood. I think this is one of them. This movie takes the cake, and it literally is on record being the movie with the most blood in it. And it's gory and intense. And like, we're just hearing voices primarily over the intercom talking to him. And the performances of the voice actors are good, but this guy is like down there just selling the fuck out of it. And the fact that he's a YouTuber and did all this, it just adds more to it. And like, it's 2 hours and 7 minutes, a bit long, but it goes by decently, but it puts you in that weird headspace and makes you feel like you're the character, because it's like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm a little nervous. I'm claustrophobic. So they're doing a lot with this. And the editing is nice. And I think there's some people from the video game that kind of have voices in here. And your Troy Baker's in here. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Classic. Yeah.
Overall, man, this movie went from something I had zero interest in and something I'm like, I got to see for the gimmick. And then I'm like, holy fuck, I want to see more of this Markiplier guy do more movies. And it's just so epic. Like,
awesome. That's cool.
He stretched a dollar in the best way, and seeing it in the theater, I saw this at 1:00 on a fucking Tuesday, and it was a nearly crowded audience, and everyone was eating it up.
Damn.
I'm like, if this is still playing after this weekend, because normally indie films only play for like a week, but since it came in second place at the box office, I'm willing to bet it will stick around for a bit.
It's got some legs.
I highly suggest anybody out there who wants to see this like dark sci-fi horror film that truly is original, I highly suggest going out and checking out Iron Lung. I had a blast watching it. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to give this 3 slices of toast. I'm sorry
that's good. Good marks,
I talked a lot about that, but like, there's so much going on that visually.
That's cool. I'm intrigued. Yeah, for sure, dude. Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, definitely. I do apologize. I I'm going to talk for a little bit longer. I'm sorry. I checked out the latest Amazon Prime original action movie, The Wrecking Crew.
This doesn't happen here every day. I can't have two guys who look like they eat steroid pancakes for breakfast, turning my island into Beirut!
Detective, that is uncalled for. Are you gaslighting us?
You want to tell me why the Yakuza want you dead?
You have to ask them.
Yakuza? That's what that was?
You blew up my car.
I blew up their car and then it landed on yours.
They just blew up your car. You just stir up trouble. That's what you do.
That's what I do because I'm a cop.
Not here, you're not.
Our father was murdered.
Was it hit and run?
I don't think so.
Whoa.
They tried to kill me.
Sword fight. Well, this should be fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped. We gotta find out who killed him.
I guarantee you'll end up poking a bear that doesn't want to be poked.
Take my word for it when I tell you that I'm the bear.
Ninjas on bikes.
Let's talk more shooting.
You got fat. You got old.
So, you two been chasing murderers in a minivan?
Yeah, he blew up my other car.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Surprised me at all.
Literally what happened.
No, it's not.
Okay, split up. You guys look like The Rock screwed himself and had twins.
All right. So I'm sorry. Trailers are so fucking long. That was the shortest one I could find. If you go back and watch my trailer reaction to this, I was excited because seeing Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista come together as brothers could be fun. And the trailer had some cool action scenes and some funny things they're saying. But I even said, well, Amazon Prime tends to get great cast and fun premises, but then they don't execute it well, or the writing is cheesy, or it's over the top with bad CG, or just one thing or another, and they normally suck. And I'm like, I'm willing to bet the action in this trailer and the comedy, those are probably the best action and comedy moments, and it could fizzle, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to say I was dead wrong, and this movie actually worked perfectly.
Awesome.
All right, so
there you go.
Momoa and Bautista as these two estranged half-brothers who resent one another. And Momoa is this kind of fast-talking, alcoholic, snarky guy who now is a sheriff on a reservation in the middle of America. And his brother, Dave Bautista, is back in their home land of Hawaii, and he's kind of like a military guy and by the book and has a family. And one thing leads to another. Their father dies, and the Yakuza come after Jason Momoa because the dad mailed something to him before his death. And now Jason Momoa thinks maybe the dad was murdered, so he goes back to Hawaii where he has not been in like 20, 25 years, and he has to reconnect with his brother who hates him, and they hate each other, but they got to work together because clearly something's off and their dad was murdered, even though nobody really liked the dad. He was kind of a shitty guy, but he's still their dad. And it's about these two brothers reconnecting, and by God, the action is over the top and insane. Fantastic set pieces throughout this entire 2-hour and 2-minute movie. And the comedy is great. These two together are like peanut butter and chocolate. Fantastic. Now, I will say, there's other fantastic cast members in here. You got Stephen Root, Tamara Morrison, Morena Baccarin, and Jacob Battalion, all killing it. But my little issue here is that everyone in this movie is kind of snarky and has funny, cool things to say, and it's like, I don't want that out of every character. I want that out of our main characters. That's my only flaw.
Almost the same voice for everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, everyone does have distinguishable backstories and character growth in this movie, and I did dig that. There's some things that happen that's like, oh, I saw that coming. But there's some things that happen that I'm like, oh, I didn't see that coming. And like, this is a hard R movie, but it's totally fun. This reminds me of like a buddy cop comedy from like the late 90s. And I honestly hope they do more of these movies because the characters are great. The setting's fun. It's beautiful. Like I said, it takes place in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And everyone seemed to have like an affinity for one another. And it just played like gangbusters to me. I am going to give the Wrecking Crew 3.5 slices of toast.
Shit. Nice.
If you have free time, I would love it if you checked it out, and even not on the show, if you just told me if I'm crazy or not, because I could be crazy.
Oh, for sure. No, it's like I think I have it in my queue already, so I'll have to give it a shot. Yeah.
And I will say this is refreshing compared to The Rip. Like you're getting these two great actors coming together. This to me is what I want. I'm not gonna say I wanted out of The Rip, but I feel like it had more going than The Rip had.
I get what you mean. Yeah. No, I get what you're trying to say, though. Yeah, it's not like they're the same genre or anything, but you expected a grander. Yeah.
And this was directed by the guy who did Blue Beetle, another DC movie that was like kind of panned, but I love that movie. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta go rewatch that after watching it. And I want more from this director, man.
Cool. Badass. Well, that's great to hear.
But speaking of badass, we both have the #1 movie at the previous week's box office, a little movie called Send Help.
As an executive, I see no value in you.
What?
We have the merger coming up. Bring her. And then she's out.
Have you tried making a distress signal?
You would have died out there.
Let's not forget, I'm your boss. You work for me. Are you gonna hunt a boar? Linda from accounting?
Strategy and planning.
We're not in the office anymore. Don't ever mistake my kindness for weakness. You are stuck with an awful boss, just like I was. Although I'm betting I'm a much nicer boss than you ever would have been, except for maybe this part.
Send Help. Rated R. Get tickets now.
Whew, I can't wait to talk about this with you, man. But I'll let you take the lead.
So, as you surmised from the trailer, this is telling the story of Linda Little, who doesn't work in accounting, who's been passed over. She's been overlooked for a position that she felt was hers. After the previous leader of the company passes away, his son swoops in, takes the job. His son swoops in to take control, and he gives the job to one of his friends, one of his golf buddies. And it's clear there's this boys club that she is now stuck behind this glass wall of, even though she's carrying so much weight on her back and she's given so much to this company. Not even the president of the United States himself can put enough good words in, Dennis Haysbert. So Rachel McAdams does such a wonderfully cringy but kind character. Her delivery right out the gate is so good, and Dylan O'Brien is so good at playing this disgusting piece. Like, you just want to despise him already. But I like you get these little peeks into each of their mindsets, their points of view, as we build up to the eventual plane crash that puts them on this island, and now they have to survive. It seems to be just a straight survival story. There's some great comedic elements. I mean, the comedy is so well timed and sprinkled. I think a very solid, like a good layer is spread throughout the whole movie while still giving you thrills and chills. Some crazy over the top gore that I laughed my ass off when that played out. It was so, but all of that wonderfully perfect Sam Raimi touch that it's his camera movements, those funky POVs, the
gross out gore.
Oh God, yes, and it's just so perfectly a
the boar
Raimi
scene
movie,
or the castration scene,
or it's sometimes it's the little touches too that like the perspective of the boar running through the shrubs, or when he first puts his hand like when he wakes up on the beach and he holds his hand up to block the sun out of his face. It's that very stylistic, like those stylistic touches. The use of color is it's so impactful. And even though if you can try and guess, and even though you think you see something coming, I like how it kind of flips around. It's like, oh shit, okay, I wasn't quite expecting it to play out that way. I do have a question for you though, Adam.
Uh-oh.
Did you spot Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, I spotted my old pal Bruce.
Brucey.
The dad, the whole reason this movie's taking place, essentially.
That's right. Exactly.
Oh,
okay, good.
Dude, I was hoping there'd be a flashback, but I'll take a fine oil painting.
Yes, a portrait of Mr. Campbell himself. That was great. When I saw that, I was just like slapping.
Dude, my eyes were just I was like, oh, Dennis Haysbert, Bruce, it's been a while.
Smell this. Oh my God, that was so great.
Dude, like you said, so perfect, these characters. Like it's so crazy how they like made her look so homely and gross, and it's like, come on, this is Rachel McAdams. Come on.
Right.
And
I love
she
it's like
owned it.
This indeterminate amount of days goes by, and now she's all hot survivor lady on the beach, and I love this skill set that she had. She like very early established. This is 100% her wheelhouse. Like the mountains she's solo climbed and shit, and all these this crazy shit she does for fun for herself.
That fucking audition tape for Survivor. Yes. Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was, and it was like, it so perfectly captured the character too, because it's like there's a sweet honesty to it, but she's like, she totally believes this proves her point that she's made for Survivor. Like it's
and it's like good. Honestly, my Legion kind of flip-flopped every now and again. It's like, well, this person is a shithead, but I like Dylan O'Brien is becoming maybe one of my favorite actors. Like last year alone, saw him in this movie Twinless, which I recently rewatched, playing two different twins, fantastic. And then seeing him in this movie Anniversary, chilling. And then seeing him in this guy is such a versatile actor. I feel like he needs more. Like, and just playing the helpless guy and showing a little bit of vulnerability, but still asshole in it. Like, the give and take of these two. Oh, they're great together.
And their chemistry on screen, that journey they go through is so fucking good. And she does such a good job of selling this. And the only thing I did have a couple things towards the end that bugged me, but it's so minuscule, and I was having so much fun on the journey. Even I was like, you know what, I can look past that because that trip was wild, and I loved every step. I loved every step until we got to those little, and it's like I don't even want to say it in my review because it's taking way too much. But I'm sure
if this was a few weeks from now and we could spoil it, I would love to dive into that stuff because I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you had the same problem I did, or
but
similar feelings.
Bad. Like
no,
you said,
no.
Trip itself.
Like that was another. This is me trying to find the worst part about it, and it's just a little. It's very minuscule.
I will say, for me, my biggest thing is this movie is being sold as a horror movie. To me, I'd call it more of a survival thriller. There's some scary moments, but I don't think of it as a horror as much.
I feel like it's a thriller comedy. It uses horror elements to its advantage, especially given who this director is. It's like it makes perfect sense.
He's at the top of his game. He might have stepped away for a bit with Oz and the superhero movies, but I want more.
This is the shit. Yes, this is what.
Sorry,
this is why we keep coming back to Sam Raimi. It's this stuff right here.
Now, did you see it in like IMAX? I hear it was playing IMAX 3D. I only saw it in a regular
format. This did not feel like something that needed to be 3D. And after watching it, I'm like, I still don't think it needs to be in 3D.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
quite
a couple
the grab.
Of scenes, but
even then, it's like there wasn't so much. I'm sure the plane crash would have been thrilling to have. Yeah, all the
that was a
crap.
great scene.
Yes, and it was like And again, I was not expecting to laugh in even the most traumatic moments of this movie, and I still got chuckles out of me. And I'm like, God, see, that's that perfect balance that Raimi can bring to the screen.
That's when Linda gets to kind of become the badass. Like when she's trying to help, and then she's like, "Fuck you," and it's like, yes, we're on Linda's side with this. Right. I don't know why. I feel like she was given like a Sally Field style performance. Like something was wholesome and fun. And
that's so good. Know. Yes, yep. As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh my God, now I can't unsee. I can't unthink that. Where the starting point, the
wardrobe of fucking wow, I just had her name and then I lost it because I run my mouth. Diane Keaton style wardrobe.
Oh, sure. Yes.
I don't know why.
Yes. Yeah.
It
was so good. Rachel McAdams fucking crushed this movie, and that was. I hope she gets to take advantage. Like, I hope this gives her other avenues to now return to, like the other things she's done in the past that she hasn't in a while, and then just more things at this like over the top scale. So fucking I had a great time,
dude. I can't say enough good things about this. I went in expecting it's gonna be okay, probably sloppy, but I was like,
right. But just like, oh shit! All right,
and an hour and 54 minutes kind of flew by, and there was a lot happening.
And I think the three of us ended up. Saw it with a friend of ours. Three of us ended up talking about it for like an hour afterwards. Anyways, like there's still so much, they're trying to show you a little bit here, only to go over there, and then sometimes the things they were kind of teasing, it did end up going that direction, but you maybe didn't realize just the scale it went to. It's like, oh fuck, that was all right. All right, that's great. Yeah, no, I had a great time with this. So we've arrived.
Yes,
how many slices are you given Send Help?
I think I'm going to give it 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm going 3.5.
Oh! 3.5. That's legit. Yeah. I like that. I could see that. We had some good movies to talk about today.
Fuck yeah, we had great movies this week. It's like, even if everything was just a 3 on its own, that honestly, folks, check them out. If in case you joined the party late or you'd forgotten what we're talking about, please go and check out Secret Mall, Apartment, Iron Lung, The Wrecking Crew, Send Help. Lots of fun to be had, and it's nice when we all have movies we're really excited to talk about and talk about together. I love when we get the we get to double dip on them reviews, because it's
dude, when you said Send Help,
so much fun.
Like, oh fuck yes. I was kind of deep down, I'm like, I hope he watched The Wrecking Crew, but then you outdid it with Send Help. I'm like, all right, man, I'm jazzed. And I'm happy that like you weren't like, this movie sucked, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
now I'm sad.
No, for sure. Yeah, I think there's just something to be said. It is like, we just had that much fun watching. I miss having fun watching a movie like that. It's not a part of some franchise. It's not associated with anything else. It exists on its own. It's not begging for a sequel. I could see someone trying to do it, but it does not leave it alone.
Yep.
Leave it alone.
Perfect one and done.